back to 30 at 6 on Cecil TV. I'm Allison Donnelly, and today is Monday, December 17th.
And I'm Rob Churnside, and this is our last show before Christmas, right?
It is our last show before Christmas, and what do we have here, Rob?
Well, you remember Santa was here last week. He left me a little something.
Did he?
He said he's going to visit my house. He left me this, but he said he's not coming to my house unless not a creature is stirring, not even a mouse.
So you are totally ready. And I hope this is how all children are preparing for Christmas.
We won't get into my mouse problem.
Let's not. So, Rob, what are you doing summer of 2022?
The summer of 2022, I'll probably be grabbing those bars so I can get up out of bed
please.
On a daily basis.
No. You will be splashing around at the Great Wolf Lodge because we've just heard that the Great Wolf Lodge is a family resort. They have water parks and like zip lines and all kinds of stuff like that is coming to Perryville, right near the Hollywood Casino.
Our Perryville?
Our little Perryville.
Our little big giant Great Wolf Lodge?
Yes.
Able to accommodate 700 to
1,000 people. It had, I think, 500 rooms, or about 500 rooms.
Wow.
Yeah, so that'll be really exciting. We'll see.
That's great.
What that looks like.
The water park and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they're talking about developing smart development in the county and everything, so that sounds really smart.
Yeah. So, you have another party coming up, right?
Ugly sweater party. I'm practicing in training. I figured I'd wear ugly tie and maybe just keep trying to push it forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Push the ugly forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google ugly on my phone and see what I can come up with.
Maybe don't do that. So last week on the show, we talked about hoping that people would calm down around the holidays and not drive like crazy people on the roads. But you were talking about how it doesn't seem like people were following our advice.
One person let me in front of them in line.
Oh,
I only
good.
had one item, but pretty much everybody else is hustling and bustling and snarling around. And they got to get the holiday spirit.
Yes.
I'm going to try and help remind people.
Right. Yes. Later on the show, you'll be reminding people with a new song. What did you say it's called? Or do you want to keep it a secret?
I'll keep it a secret.
Okay. And now for the news. Earlier this month, the Maryland State Department of Education released its Maryland School Report Card, which ranks public schools individually in all districts throughout the state. Elementary, middle, and high schools are measured and ranked on a wide selection of indicators, resulting in a rating from 1 to 5 stars. Here in Cecil County, most schools receive 3 and 4-star ratings. No schools receive the lowest 1 and 2-star ratings. 3 elementary schools, Calvert, Charlestown, and Kenmore Elementary, received 5-star ratings. We'll be covering more on this later. County Executive Alan McCarthy announced last week that $450,000 of the county's fund balance will be provided to Water Witch and Chesapeake City fire companies as matching funds to purchase new equipment. The additional funding comes after a review of the fiscal year 2018 financial report and a determination by the county executive that it was affordable. Dr. McCarthy said that he will do what is fiscally responsible to fund the equipment replacement program in future years. We'll be back after these messages.
Oh no, the furnace is on the fritz again.
This time I'm calling the moon man.
Wow, he's here already?
At your service! There you go! Mission accomplished! Our house is nice and warm again. Thanks, Moon Man.
You're awesome!
You're welcome! Just go to moonairinc.com.
For out of this world service, moonairinc.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Charles. For 30 years, I have been practicing functional medicine and gentle chiropractic. Elkton Chiropractic Neurology is dedicated to enhancing whole body rejuvenation, whether or not you are afflicted with injury or disease. We utilize a structural, neurologic, metabolic, nutritional, and energetic approach to restoring your body to its full potential.
After coming to Dr. Charles, I'm better than I was before.
You deserve to feel good and to have an active lifestyle, so why not call Elkton Chiropractic Neurology today?
Good evening and welcome back to 30 at 6. I'm here with newly elected Council President Bob Nefeli. Thanks so much for being here.
Hey, pleasure.
So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
For viewers who may not know you as well, tell us a little bit about yourself and what led you to public service.
Well, I've been a plumbing, heating, and air conditioning contractor for 39 years in Cecil County. And one day I went in to get a permit. It's a true story. And I asked the gentleman in permits, I said, why does it take so long to get a permit? Some of these builders I work for tell me it takes 6 weeks. I said, I can go to Newcastle County and get one the same day. And he looked at me and smiled, said, if you don't like it, change it. I said, how do I do that? He said, run for office. I said, oh, maybe I will. And Alan McCarthy decided to run for county executive. And I've known Alan for probably 40 years. Alan stopped and said, why don't you run for office? I said, Alan, I don't know anything about politics. He said, that's what we need. So the rest is history. Here I am.
Okay.
But I love it. I really love working for the people of Cecil County.
So as council president, your role is to preside over meetings and to prepare agendas, among other things.
Yes.
Now that you're council president, can we expect any procedural changes?
Not really. I think basically the agendas are set up. What happens, what I have found out, the difference between being a councilman and council president is that now they call you with the agendas. I can bring people to the work sessions to talk about. If we have an issue right now that's unclear, what I try to do now is bring that party to the work session so we can get it ironed out. If a resolution comes through, instead of saying, geez, we don't know anything about this, I want the administration to come out and say, hey, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, and I want to, who does it affect? What I don't want that happens sometimes, and it happens in all kinds of political fields, is you're sitting there, there's something in front of you, you have to vote on it same day, but you don't really have a good feel for it. And I don't feel as an elected official that I want to represent the people the way that they would want to be represented. I want to know what the issues are so I can talk to them. What do you think about this? This is going to affect your group, or this is going to affect your neighborhood, and how do you feel about it? Because I think that's why we're there.
And what do you believe are the top issues facing the county at this point and in the coming year?
Infrastructure, as we all know, that's a big issue, and we're handling that very well now.
Yeah.
As you see the pipes going underground, you see gas, you see water. Now we can develop in the right areas, the smart growth areas. The Route 40 corridor is what we want. We don't want to develop in the Miller farm, and I'm going to use that for an example. Leave the farmer's farm. That's very important to me. But that to me is probably the biggest issue, is what we can do and how we can handle that.
And can you explain to me a little bit how the keeping growth along the Route 40 corridor, how that protects the farms?
Well, what I don't want to do is, if you have farmland, years ago, if you had farmland and you say, hey, I want to put a 35 house development on my farm, you could do it.
Right.
Okay. You try to do it now. You have stormwater management. Okay. You have Clean Bay Coalition.
Right.
You have permitting. You have there's so many hoops you have to go through now to do that. And plus, we want to preserve the farms. I mean, Cecil County.
Strong tradition.
Yeah. Would you want Cecil County to be Middletown?
No. Well, nothing against Middletown.
Nothing against Middletown, but I don't want that kind of development. I want to keep the development on 40, and the reason being is if we develop on the Route 40 corridor, what does that do? That brings in revenue. Revenue equals taxes. Taxes means a lower tax rate for the citizens, and that's what we're after. We're just 20 years behind everybody.
So are there any other updates that you'd like to talk about?
Bainbridge, the Navy base. As a child, I grew up on a Navy base. My dad was one of the commanders at Bainbridge, and it was like a kid's playground. My God, you could play golf, you could go swimming, play basketball, you could do whatever. When you went through the gate, as you become a teenager, they would salute you. That was pretty cool. But now we have businesses now that are thinking about coming into Bainbridge. So now it's going to start to develop. The biggest thing we have now is a sewer plant going into Port Deposit. As they do that, the developers are going to pay for the line going from the top of the hill down to the bottom to the sewer plant. And this sewer plant, the concept is really good, the mechanical concept. it's like plug and play. We're going to start off with this piece of paper. Then it expands, another one locks in, then another one locks in. So what the county's been doing lately, and a lot of credit goes to Public Works. They're really looking ahead to say, how can we invest money wisely at this stage and be ready for the future expansions in the county? And this is going on not only at Bainbridge, but a lot of the small stations we have right now are being replaced one at a time. So that to me is a big project to see. That's 1,200 acres sitting idle.
Right.
And now the Navy's agreed to put some money in to clean it up. So that's the biggest factor to that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you. I've never been on television before. This is fantastic. And I thank you for having me down here.
Cecil County Council President Bob Nefeli.
The Cecil Land Trust promotes partnerships that are focused on conservation and protecting all aspects of our environment. We support farmers using sustainable practices and provide conservation initiatives like stream restoration and land preservation. Through partnership, we educate and promote the economic importance of sustainable local food production and agritourism to our region. Together, we can celebrate the gift of good land by eating locally. From organic vegetables at Flying Plow Farm and Priapi Gardens, to the grass-fed beef at Stafford Farm, the lamb at Arley Farm, Heritage Hill, and dairy products from Kilby Farms, eggs from Stoffless, and cuisine from Rumbleway Farm. We like to toast with a beer from Fire Tower Brewery, and finish with a treat from Stoffless Farm Bakery. Help us celebrate what the land provides and those who make Cecil County their home. Show us your support by buying local products, attending an event, or doing your part to protect our good land.
And now, welcome to 30 at 6. My old friend Mike Dixon.
Thank you, Rob.
Going to talk about the good old days, huh?
I think so. What do you think?
I think my dollar's my vote nowadays when I shop, and back then I got a lot more votes out of a dollar, right?
You sure did. Rob, think of about this time of year, heading to downtown Elkton on a Friday night or Saturday night or Rising Sun, Port Deposit, Chesapeake City. The height of the Christmas season was underway. And people were heading downtown and they were going to department stores like Newberry's. You know, you could probably find just about anything you wanted to for Christmas there. If you didn't get it there, go on down the street to Faye's women's clothing store, Sigmund's men's store. Enormous amount of selections. And so when you left your house in one of the outlying parts of the county, you were off to downtown Elkton on a Friday and Saturday, and you were going to come home with Christmas gifts.
I remember shopping with my grandmother in Newberry's back in the 60s.
Yeah.
All the way from Cecil TV.
Yeah, it was quite the department store. Yeah. And you know, even like before you got the week before Christmas and shopping was really underway, they'd have special things like sometimes Santa would come in by helicopter. Can you imagine? And he'd parachute out on the roof of the Newberry's department store, and the fire department would put up the ladder. So these were grand times, and every one of our towns would have something like that going on.
That's pretty awesome. And then it all kind of changed a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, you know, you figure like the Big Elk Mall came along about 1975, 1976. Well, that's a little bit of a pull from the downtown. So department stores, drug stores, hardware stores. Then along come things like even bigger malls like Christiana Mall, some smaller malls in Delaware. So there was a period of time, I guess late in the 20th century, where a lot of the stores migrated out of downtown. But you know what? We were downtown Northeast, Friday night, Saturday night, Chesapeake City. They were doing quite well. Not the same old way that we were just talking about with department stores and hardware stores and things like that, but many of our towns have very successfully remade themselves, and they're quite alive with the holidays right now.
Niche type stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What a great place, niche type stuff. What a great place to go for a unique and niche Christmas gift.
Absolutely.
For you unique and niche people on your gift list.
Absolutely. Have you been shopping?
I have been shopping. In fact, I shopped because of Cash for Christmas. We don't want to let our viewers forget Cash for Christmas in downtown Elkton. I shopped at Brook Ben's Interior.
Yep.
Got a lovely gift from my wife. I can't reveal what it is. She watches the show religiously. And It was fun. They have a lot of neat stuff in there, stuff you're not going to find at Christiana Mall.
And that's the niche. Hospitality, fine food, lively music and entertainment, and fine gifts.
Yeah, and I signed John, one of the storekeepers there. I signed a little card, and he was going to turn. I didn't have to do anything. I just signed my name and phone number. He turns it in for cash for Christmas, so I could win.
Was Santa in town?
Santa. Funny you should mention that. This coming Friday, Mike. Every Santa in the known universe is going to be in Elkton because they're having Santa Con. You wear your Santa stuff and do a kind of a pub crawl for all, Minahan's and C3 and...
Santa's going to do a pub crawl.
Well, Santa wannabes.
Oh, wannabes.
So if you were to put on your Santa Claus hat, and I would too, we could,
we could go
make the
crawl.
rounds this Friday.
I got it. Yeah.
So that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, it was quite an exciting time, and it's very exciting times in our downtowns today, too.
Has anything endured? I mean, I know American Home and Hardware has been there, but they changed names, right?
Yeah, American Home and Hardware, but it's still the same family store, or a family-owned corporation, originally traded as Elkton Supply, but it too was, it's amazing how many stores we had. It was called Elkton Supply, but it's really the same operation. It was a destination for Christmas. Did you ever go into Kramer's 5 and 10 in Northeast?
Yes. Yes.
Same type of thing. You go there, or the DeWitt's Western Auto Store. And every town would have a little Western Auto, Northeast Western Auto. So there was a lot. But, I think the highlight, Rob, for the kids, just like you were talking about the pub crawl, minus the crawl part, that is, was when Santa would arrive in town. And boy, every one of these towns would have a grand little parade, and here comes the fire truck, and Santa would be arriving. Sometimes the police would be escorting him and, make sure he had a good time. So it was quite a time. And of course, the holly tree would be all illuminated. And once you finish shopping, say in downtown Northeast, you might go over to the holly tree and visit Santa over there. So there was a lot going on in those days.
And we could, as you drive by on Route 40, you can see it lit up. Nowadays.
Yeah. So it's a very old tradition. It's still with us too.
If you ask me, you can't get enough what's traditional nowadays.
Yeah.
One more thing, Mike. I know you're the historian for the Cecil County Historical Society. If people wanted to research how the shopping was back in the day, I'm sure you have archive material that they can check things out.
So like, in the 60s and 70s, the county had 2 newspapers, the Whig that is still with us, but there was another paper, the Democrat. And boy, this was a good time of year for the newspapers. And you'd grab the papers and they would have their flyers and specials. And you could see the names of the department stores. You could see what the promotions were. We had a local radio station, WSER, 5,000 watts on sunrise and off at sunset.
Yes.
Played the popular tunes. They would be downtown with Santa because, the radio station had to cover it. Actually, what's interesting there, Rob, is a lot of the little pieces of audio from the radio station survived. So you can listen to kind of the Christmas jingles as the stores promote themselves and things like that. So it's kind of nice little traces from the past.
Well,
and thousands of photographs.
Makes me want to visit the Historical Society on Main Street in Elkton.
Come on in.
And renew my membership.
That would
$20,
be great.
right?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much, Rob.
Hi, my name is Doris Bebke, and I'm here on behalf of the University of Maryland Extension Master Gardener Program in Cecil County. I'm their coordinator, and I'm looking for volunteers that are interested in joining our team to become educators for county residents in various horticultural topics. We are soliciting volunteers now to take our training, which will start in March. There will be a nominal fee, and the training will train you in many different topics of home horticulture so that you can be trained to help your community and to be able to educate the public as part of the volunteer training. And for more information about that, if you could go to our website for the Cecil County Extension Office or call our extension phone number, you can gain more information about the training and what the program is all about.
Hi, my name is Christy Michaud. I'm a Cecil County Master Gardener. I've been a member of this team since 2010. I joined Master Gardeners to learn more about plants and horticulture. I've been a gardener all my life. The education that the program gave me was top-notch. You'll get a Reader's Digest version of many topics that are college-worthy. You're taught by top educators from the University of Maryland, and speakers from the surrounding area. When you finish the program, you have many ways you can volunteer. My passion is in returning the education back to the community. I participate in teaching groups and speaking and giving information about conservation, native plants, and saving our bay. This is how I choose to serve Master Gardeners. Join us, you'll have a great time.
Hi, I'm Thomas McFadden. I'm a volunteer with the Cecil County Master Gardener Program. I first got into the Master Gardener Program back in Phoenix, Arizona. I was going out to buy some produce and I was just really frustrated with the expensive produce and all the time how expensive it was to continually get fresh produce for something I could grow. So I decided I'd start growing my own food. Turns out I was a terrible gardener and a terrible composter. My compost went anaerobic, smelled to high heaven, threw a lot of flies in. So I knew I wanted to learn how to garden the correct way. And when I found out about the Master Gardener Program, I found out that it was research-based, and that was something that really interested me. When I learned more about the Master Gardener Program and how it has a historic tradition dating back to 1914, and that there's a cooperative extension program in every single county in every state across the nation, I was really excited to be a part of that tradition. I currently volunteer administratively with the program, as well as a representative with the Grow It, Eat It campaign. And I would love to get some more volunteers into the program to help us create more community garden spaces here in the county. This is the book of wealth of information that you get for being a part of this program, and I continue to learn something, not just in this book, but from my fellow Master Gardeners almost every single month. I hope you join us.
Ready? Yep. 'Tis the season. Rob Churnside here for Cecil TV, and it's Christmas holiday shopping time, and we're in downtown Northeast. We're going to check out some of the shoppers, look for bargains, and look for peace and goodwill and season's greetings. And what a better place to start the holidays than Northeast Chocolates. Well, I'm here with Maddie and Camille. Maddie, I'll ask you first, what do the holidays mean to you?
I'd say the best thing about the holidays is being able to come home and spend time with family.
That's for sure. And Camille, the Christmas holiday season, what does it mean to you?
I'd say it means happiness and giving and generosity.
And it looks like you got something right there.
Yes, and buying presents for Mom and Dad.
I might go in there and buy something for myself. Merry Christmas to you both.
Thanks. Merry Christmas. We're right here.
Stocking stuffers. Great idea. And here, now, we're in downtown Elkton where it's cash for Christmas. Shopping at Brook Bend Interiors and searching for the meaning of Christmas. And here we are again at Brook Bend with John, one of the owners.
How you doing?
John, I'm doing great. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you.
We're searching for the meaning of the Christmas holidays. Any ideas?
Community.
Community?
It's about bringing us all together.
Yes, I would certainly agree. And we can all join right here at Brook Bend to find the perfect gift.
Yep, here and all down Main Street. We had some great places to eat, a lot of good watering holes. We had a new brewery down here. Go down to Minahan's, get a pint. The Central, nice spot to eat.
And you're a participant in Cash for Christmas?
That is correct.
Well, I'm going to give you some cash today because I found the perfect gift.
Oh, great.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. What I'm doing is filling out this little card here for Cash for Christmas. It's just that simple. You buy something in downtown Elkton, a participating merchant or restaurant or business, and you fill this card out and give it to you?
Yes, we turned it in for you.
All right. Okay, I'll just put my phone. Is that good?
Yep, phone number and zip code.
And here we are at another participating Cash for Christmas business right down here, Tidewater Tattoo, where Rob is giving Rory a tattoo, and a beautiful tattoo it is. Rory, now you know we talked a little bit. What do the holidays and Christmas season mean to you?
Family, friends, camaraderie, things like that.
Amen. And Rob, to you?
I'm more of a traditionalist. It really is all about the birth of Christ and the religious aspect of it. It also means that I see people trying to get along better this time of year, which is nice. I wish that kind of would overlap the rest of the year.
That would be great.
That would be great.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!